are you? Welcome one more day to the YouTube channel. I'm Nuria Cabezas, and today I've prepared a video in which you can learn how to form the embouchure for playing the oboe. What's the embouchure and what is it for? We can define the embouchure as the position adopted by the lips and the muscles in our mouth in order to hold the reed. A correct embouchure will allow the air coming from our lungs get into the instrument through the vibration of the reed. We could say that the embouchure is the link between us and the instrument. Technique and steps for doing a proper embouchure. The biggest difficulty we face when studying the embouchure is to understand the abstract concepts with which it is usually explained. In order to understand the process in detail, we will see the steps to follow when we study it and some graphic examples. Now we are going to see how to form the embouchure following 4 easy steps. Step number 1. We place the reed resting it on the lower lip. Step number 2. The corners of the lips move towards the center, rounding the embouchure. It can help us if we think that we are pronouncing the letter U in this second step. Step number 3. Relax the lower jaw as when pronouncing the letter O. We will take the air at this step, always through the mouth when doing these exercises. Step number 4. We cover the teeth with our lips above and below the reed. We will leave only the tip of the reed inside our mouth, about 2 millimeters. Some graphic examples. Next, we will see some daily examples that help us to understand the process better. Example number 1. It will help us to think about the feeling we have when we have eaten something that burns us a lot, but that we cannot get out of our mouths. What we do unconsciously is to enlarge the oral cavity by raising the palate and lowering the tongue. That position of the mouth inside is what we need in order to play. Example number 2. Another example could be when we yawn trying to keep our mouth closed. When it happens to you, notice what happens inside your mouth. Example number 3. As last graphic example, we will see the position of the mouth when we whistle. The jaw drops and the lips are rounded, bringing the ends to the center. It is basically the same position. Advice for your study. First, make the embouchure on the thread of the reed and blow. Then make it on the tip of the reed and make it sound. Finally, with the reed and the oboe, we will play a note of the middle register. It will help us if we do the exercises in front of a mirror. This way, our brain will associate the visual images with the sensations that we acquire in the muscles of our mouth. Another tip to keep in mind is that the reed and the oboe come to us. We shouldn't go to look for the reed. This way we will avoid tensions in the cervical area and in the back. Think about the idea of a vertical line from the head to the feet and be aware of it. Attention! The reed and the instrument must form an angle of approximately 45 degrees with our body. Now we are going to understand why. The fact that the oboe reeds are double indicates that both sides of the reed must vibrate equally. If we pressure the reed more on one side or another, it will change the tune and the sound. That's because the reed is getting closed and then less air will pass through it. This is what we call biting the reed. We will understand better with the following examples. Example number 1. We will play a long note while maintaining a 45 degrees with the instrument and our body. The reed from the inside of our mouth will look like this. Example number 2. We will play the same long note than in the example number 1. But in this case, we will support more the reed with the lower lip in our embouchure, decreasing the angle to less than 45 degrees. We can clearly hear that both the sound and the tune have changed. The reed from the inside of our mouth will look like this. Example number 3. We will play the same long note than in the examples number 1 and number 2. But in this case, we will support more the reed with the upper lip, increasing the 45 degrees between the oboe and our body. As in the sample number 2, we clearly also hear, that the tune and the sound have changed. In this case, the reed from inside our mouth will look like this. Last but not least, add that a good embouchure should be relaxed and flexible to cover all the register of the instrument. More relaxed for the lower register and less for the higher, but not biting the reed at any time. If you want to see more exercises to do with the reed and improve your intonation and sound, you can click here. That was all for today. Good luck with your embouchure. I hope this video will help you. Share it and thumbs up if you like it. Also, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the notifications about the new videos. There will be a new video every week. And you can also find me in my social network like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I see you very soon in the next video. Bye!